Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot video forecast. This forecast is for March the 28th for Saturday. Let's see what comes up for all of us. We're going to start with Aries. Aries for March the 28th. I do offer live readings to those of you who are interested in those, either by phone or by Skype. I also offer pre-recorded readings if you just have one question or two questions. Alrighty, so what do we have here, Aries? We have the Six of Scrolls, followed by the Companion in reverse, and the Six of Stones in reverse. Okay. All right, so Aries, this looks to me like you, how is this playing out? I think Aries, I think some of you have sort of had a mindset of I have a problem and I don't know how to fix it, and just general blues or depression over not knowing how to fix this problem. And I think what's going on with the Six of Scrolls, you are moving away from that mindset. You're becoming much more proactive about finding ways to work around or work through the situation, and just being more positive in your expectations of what you're thinking this next outcome should be. And why is this happening? Because bills still need to be paid. Things still need to be paid. And so you are looking at the most positive things possible. You're looking at new ways to bring in income. You're letting go of these old ideas of, well, I'm helpless because I'm stuck here. There's nothing else that I can do. Or this situation has happened to the world and we're all helpless and hopeless. You're moving away from that mindset because the bills are still coming in. Okay. So that's for Aries. Let's look next at Taurus. And this is going to be for Taurus for March 28th, 2020. All right, Taurus. What we have showing up for you is the Muse. We also have the Three of Stones in reverse. And we have the Eight of Spirals. So right now, Taurus, I think your creativity and your imagination is firing on all cylinders, but you're having a hard time finding anybody who can collaborate with you with the things that you're thinking about and the things that you want to go forward with, that you are looking at as being best done with collaboration. And why is this happening? Because you're communicating. You've got lots of communication going on back and forth, and you're just trying to see, whose fire you can actually start to get them lit up about this idea that you have. So communication, lots of communication with people about this idea that you have. That's a really good idea for right now, but there's no collaboration showing up. It may be that you end up, taking full responsibility for this, where at first you thought, you know what, I can't do this by myself. I have to have somebody else help me. You may be figuring out ways to do this by yourself. And a lot of that may be coming from the whole idea of communication, that nobody else is in a position or willing to help, but there is a lot of good information and good ideas out there. And so you're getting a lot of good information and good ideas so that you can do whatever this is on your own after all. Okay, so that's for Taurus. Next up, let's look at Gemini. And this is Gemini for March 28th. All right, so Gemini, what you have showing up is the 10 of spirals, followed by the 5 of scrolls in reverse. By the way, this is my Chrysalis tarot deck. And the 5 of mirrors. Okay, so Geminis, 10 of spirals and the 5 of scrolls. Geminis, I think that a lot of you are acting in a more responsible way than what maybe you were before. And you've kind of come to the point where you're realizing, I need to quit fighting how things are and I need to start going with the flow. And as you are no longer, you're putting down your weapons, you're putting away any fight and just going along with the flow, you are ending up actually doing the most responsible thing for yourself and for others. Why is this happening? Because of the 5 of mirrors. There's been some kind of disappointment that's happened, and that disappointment has made you feel like you need to quit fighting against being responsible and start being more responsible. Okay, that's for Gemini. Gemini. Up next, we have Cancer, and this is Cancer for March the 28th. Let's see what comes up for you guys. Okay, Cancers, you guys have the 8 of scrolls showing up in reverse. You have the 9 of spirals. And you have the 2 of spirals. Cancers, with the 8 of scrolls in reverse and the 9 of spirals, this is just telling me that you have basically tuned out. Like you're not watching the news anymore. You're just doing what you need to do. You're getting by on minimal information. And you are sort of closing up shop for hearing new information from any kind of official source, maybe from anybody. Maybe you're just tired of hearing about it. And so you're definitely slowing down on communication. Excuse me. 2 of spirals. This is just a choice that you have made. You've realized that it's a healthy choice for you. And you know that you also have the choice that whenever you're ready to go back to hearing about all this, all you have to do is turn on the TV and the news will be right there. Okay. That's for Cancers. Excuse me. Up next is Leo for February 28th. Excuse me. All right, Leos, you guys have the 7 of scrolls showing up in reverse. You also have the Poet showing up in reverse. And you have Belladonna, or Bella Rosa, excuse me, showing up in reverse. Old Stevie Nicks tune came into my brain there. So Bella Rosa in reverse. Okay, and this is for Leos. Leos, I think what's been going on is that somebody has not been truthful in your sphere of influence with you, and you have known that. And you're feeling kind of grumpy about it. You're feeling kind of moody about it, and you're letting them know, hey, come on. You're making me crazy here. Just be real. Just tell the truth. I know you're not telling the truth. How about we just be real here? Okay. And why are you doing that? Because you're not afraid of this person anymore. This person used to intimidate you, and now you're just realizing there's no reason to be intimidated by this person. And so you're just letting them know, you know what? I know you've been lying to me. Stop. Just tell me the real deal. Let's just get it all on the table. Okay. So that's for Leos. Hello there, Annie. Welcome, welcome. I am safe and well, and I hope the same for you, my friend. Okay, up next is Virgo for March 28th. Excuse me. All right, Virgos. You guys have the Four of Scrolls in reverse. Excuse me. The Sojourner in reverse. And the Nine of Spirals in reverse. Okay, so Virgos, I think you do have to take some kind of movement. You have to change something about your location, whether that's changing something in your own home or whether that's changing something about where you are. And I feel like you are really not happy with it. You're feeling like, whoa, this is just not a good move. Not smart to be doing this right now. Why is this happening with the Nine of Spirals? Basically, lack of preparation, lack of planning, because this was not something that you could plan for. Now you find yourself in this situation where you kind of have your back against the wall and you feel like you need to do this. It's kind of hard to plan for something that not very many people on the planet expected. And I'm sure the ones that were trying to tell us weren't getting a lot of respect. Things were going pretty good. We didn't want to think something like this could happen. Excuse me. All right, up next we have Libra for March the 28th. Okay, Libras, you guys have the Acrobat, and you have the Empress in reverse, and you have the Four of Spirals. Okay. Okay, so Libras, I do think you're getting some kind of good news about money or material goods on the 28th. I don't feel like with this Empress in reverse, I don't feel like it's actually what you want to hear. I don't feel like you think it's enough, or it may not be coming from where you were trying to manifest it from. You know, there's something going on here where you're getting this good news, but there's definitely some dissatisfaction with that good news that comes in. And why is that? Because you have the Four of Spirals, because you have the home that you want to maintain. This has to do with home. Okay. So this is some kind of good news that's coming in about money or material goods. Yay. But you, as the Empress in reverse, you're looking at this good news and you're going, yeah, that's nice, but it's not enough. Not enough. Okay. So that's for Libra. Next, let's look at Scorpio. Scorpio for March the 28th. There went our first card. Okay, fellow Scorpios. Three of Stones showing up in reverse. Seven of Scrolls. And the King of Scrolls. What do we have going on? With these two cards, I kind of feel like we're coming out of our shelter in place practice. We're coming out of our isolation practice, and we are going out into the public. I'm not sure exactly what for. I think we're going out as an individual alone into the public to take care of something. And why are we doing this? There's a person who's actually motivating us to do this. Okay. So for some of us, this could be somebody who is, maybe for most of us, this could be somebody that's in our personal lives that we know. Maybe we have an elderly neighbor who needs some groceries. They're out running out of things. Or, this could be even like a father figure or, but this could even be like a romantic interest or a significant other. But either way, there is a person who is a very logical person normally who needs, I don't know that they need, what I am going to say is they are the ones that are inspiring us to leave our places of isolation and go out into the public. With these doors, it almost makes me think, maybe we're going out to the public to go shopping. I think for most of us, the court systems are shut down. So where that might imply courts, I don't think so. I think this is shopping. Definitely coming out of isolation, going out into the public, and because of a person who's in our sphere of influence. Okay, that's for Scorpio. Scorpio. All right, let's look at Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius for March 28th. Yeah, a lot fall. I'm going to take that one that fell, and I'm going to take the one out of the group that fell earlier that was flipped over. The rest I'm putting back in the deck. All right, so Sagittarius, you guys have the Ace of Mirrors showing up in reverse. You have the Illusionist showing up right side up. And you have the Five of Stones in reverse. So, all right. Ace of Mirrors in reverse just says that we have seen something for what it really is, that the illusion has come away from it. And with the Illusionist right here, this would typically be the Knight of Stones. And so this is basically, this combination is saying that the idea that we go to work, we do what we need to make the money come in, and then we're careful with what we're spending, that brings us security, that has been an illusion. And this is what we're seeing. We're kind of having this wake-up call of, something completely unexpected could come and shake up that whole illusion. And even though we've been doing really great with our budget and doing really great creating that income and making sure it goes to the right places, something can still come in and shake things up. So the security granted by money and financial prowess is an illusion, and we're seeing it for the illusion that it is. Okay, Sagittarius. And why is this happening? This is happening because there is an easing up of our budget. There is something going on, Sagittarius, that is easing your budget a little bit. But even as your budget is eased a little bit, you're still realizing, finding security from money is not really where the actual real security is. Okay. So that's for Sagittarius. Next up we have Capricorn. Excuse me, Capricorn for March the 28th. Excuse me. There's your first card. Funny, cards didn't start popping out until Scorpio, and then after that, everybody's had at least one popper. Alrighty. Capricorn. Four of Mirrors showing up in reverse. Kali showing up in reverse. Ooh, I like that. And the Eight of Spirals. Okay. Really like this first card combination for you Capricorns. Basically what's going on is instead of looking at all the disappointments, you're looking at the opportunities that are in front of you. And as you're looking at these opportunities that are in front of you, you're finding new ways to find security in your life to replace those old things that used to make you feel secure. And you're also finding that those new ways are actually better than the old ways anyway. I love it. I love it. Two cards that basically say the same thing. That is definitely highlighted for you, Capricorn. And why is this happening? Because there's a lot of communication going back and forth between you and other people. And because of this communication, you've got some doors opening that you weren't expecting to open or that you never thought would open for you because you never really had to look around and see before. Okay, so that's for Capricorn. That's really fantastic news for you guys. It's wonderful when fantastic news comes up in one of these readings, especially right now. Especially right now, but also anytime. Okay, next up, we're looking at Aquarius, and this is Aquarius for March the 28th. Okay, so Aquarius, you guys have the Seven of Spirals. You can almost see the social distancing in that card, can't you? The isolation. All right, we also have the Minstrel. And we have the Four of Scrolls in reverse. Seven of Spirals and the King of Stones. I think that for your own health's sake and for the health sake of other people around you, you are in isolation. Okay. And this is Aquarius. I think you guys are in isolation on the 28th. You're taking that very seriously. And the reason I think that's going on is because you guys have the Four of Scrolls in reverse. I think you guys have moved. I think a lot of Aquarians have moved from where they were. Like maybe if you were in New York City or some other hotspot and you decided you had to get out of there. And now you're taking very seriously this idea that you know you need to isolate so that you don't endanger the people in your new location. Then this is why these cards are coming up. Okay. So that's for Aquarius. Let's look next at Pisces. And this is Pisces for March 28th. Okay, Pisces. You have the Empress showing up in reverse. You also have the Seven of Stones. And you have the Nine of Mirrors. Somebody else had a very similar message earlier on out of the first, I don't know, first 4 or 5 people, first 4 or 5 signs. Empress in reverse and Seven of Stones. Seven of Stones is payday. Okay, so you're receiving money or you're receiving some type of payback from something that you've invested in. Okay, but you've got the Empress in reverse, which is telling me that even though that payday is coming in, you're not feeling like it's enough. It's not going to be enough to cover everything. And you're feeling like, okay, I still have to manifest more. Now, why is this happening? You are getting some kind of payday because of something that you did that was emotionally fulfilling for you. Okay. And so now the challenge is to figure out how to get more paydays in while doing something that's emotionally fulfilling so that this Empress can turn around the other way and you feel like you're actually manifesting everything that you need. Because right now it looks like you still need more, even though you do have some good news. You're getting some kind of payback, but you still need more, and you're very much aware of that. All right. And you're not getting the payback because, you're going around breaking people's fingers or twisting arms. This is because you're emotionally fulfilled. There's something that you're doing that's emotionally fulfilling. Okay. I mean, you may not even be getting with that. If your job is emotionally fulfilling, you could be getting paid. But this could also be something that you're doing that, you're just doing it because it makes you feel good about yourself. And somebody decides, that's a service that is worth paying for, and they actually pay you for it. But like I said, with that Empress in reverse, you still feel like, okay, I still have to manifest more here. Okay. So that's what I've got for everybody. It's been a really quiet day in the room, only a few people at a time. But I appreciate all of you who are watching this video. Thank you for spending some of your precious time with me today. I do appreciate it. Thank you also for, your shares and your likes. Thank you to those of you who are buying private readings from me. It is because of all of your support that I get to do what I love to do and what I find incredibly satisfying to do for my living. So thank you very much, all of you, for that. Everybody have a fantastic day. Find new, wonderful things to do to fill your time that you normally wouldn't have the chance to. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.